everyone. I am here again with another dream. I'm just trying to get these off and out to you guys. This is one of the most recent dreams since 2020. Um, Here we go. So, I was, I guess, maybe with a group of friends. We were walking kind of like a wooded area, and like everybody had a house that had their own specific color. My color was, I think it was like a pink, light pink. And I get to my house, which was it appeared to be all on one level. It looked like an old I don't know, ranch type house. And when you we went to open the door, we were in like a foyer, a lobby type, if you will. It was grand. There was these three staircases, one to the left, one in the middle, and one to the right that had stairs. Really high ceilings, had doors, um, you know, on the left at the top, on the right at the top, bottom, like that. So, so we're standing there. I don't know what I went in there initially for, but as we're standing there, all of a sudden, water starts. I mean, rushing out like if you're on like one of the rapids in the boat, type, just really rough, just flowing down the left side. I mean, and all the way down the stairs and out. It was like three doors by that point. Although we walked in with one door, from the inside out there were three doors, and each door lined up with the staircase. So we walked in the middle. So we're standing in the middle staircase that's in front of us. But then to the left, all this water out of nowhere. I mean, I'm talking just billions of gallons of water. Just, it was so fast, just swooshing down the stairs out of the front door, just flowing, flowing, flowing. It didn't overflow. It specifically had a route, and it just went all the way down the staircase, whoosh, out of, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, we're freaking out, like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And so by this time, I'm like trying to process what's going on, right? Um, all of a sudden, after some time, it took a few minutes, right? And then the middle one started rushing down with water. So we're like, oh my goodness. So we start running toward the right side where no the staircase where no water was, and the middle one was just flowing down out of the door, flowing, flowing. So by this point I'm like, oh my goodness, I have let me run in this door here to the right, and go in here and get my paperwork, like my birth certificates, like all my important stuff, so it doesn't get lost. And when I ran in there, some of my friends that were on the outside in the lobby were like, no, 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 you don't have time. I'm like, let me go in, let me go in. And there were people in there, like, I gotta get them out. I gotta tell them, to come on and get out. So I'm looking for stuff, and I'm looking for stuff, and I'm like, y'all need to go, go, go. It's coming, it's coming. Now, mind you, at the same time, it took much longer for this last one to flow. So they're like, hurry, hurry, hurry. So to the point where I don't even remember grabbing the paperwork. I'm just like, you know what? Bump it. And so we're all running out, and right in the nick of time, as we're all running outside of the house, the third one finally begins to rush down and and flow out. So I didn't understand what that was. Then I didn't get it. And then some time went by, and I started like analyzing, and I'm like, what what does that mean? And so one day it kind of hit me, and I think this is my own personal interpretation, so I could be wrong. And but I looked at the house like America, and how it would be divided into three, and how it would start on the west, and it would happen so fast that you didn't even have time to it just happened so fast. And then in the middle, it's like he gave us time, a little bit of time, right? And then eventually, of course, the right side um, when the water began to flow. I just felt like, I don't know, it just, the divide of America into three. I don't know why I just kept like getting that that image. I don't know. So you guys, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's a better interpretation of what the house symbolized, and why it was broken down the way that it was, and the timing of the water flowing. It was the timing that was important in this stream, because one just didn't have no time. One, it was a little bit, and then the other one was a little bit longer. There was just enough more time to help just enough people out of that room, so we can run out and kind of be in safety. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so hello everyone. I just wanted to come back and reiterate as I listened and to the dream that I am uploading here. Another interpretation of the dream. The part that I had to reiterate was me running into the room, grabbing the paperwork, all my important documents that I guess I would have needed before it would have gotten destroyed in the water. However, when I did mention that there were people in the room, that I was trying to let them know, like, hey, danger's coming, floods coming, something's coming, y'all need to get out, warning the people. And I do believe that it was, it was a warning. Yeah, we had three staircases, where the first one was just without warning, without notice. It just kind of happened, but it shook everybody and got everybody's attention. And with that attention, we were graced with time enough to think, to prepare, to figure out what our next moves were going to be. And obviously, um, not enough time though, because the second flow of water came down the staircase. And even again, he still held back the water on the third staircase, as we tried to gather ourselves and make sure we had everything that we would need to sustain once the water came, as far as the documentation. But it won't even be enough time to gather your supplies and things that you would need. Um, because the time is now and it is upon us. And I do believe that we were given just enough time to let others know, hey, destruction is coming. He's on his way. Let's go. We got to go, type of thing. And that's, again, what I've just gotten as I just listened to this again. And I just wanted to reiterate that, guys, because time is up. Like, it's just up. And we definitely, again, if you don't know Jesus, please get to know him. Best decision you'll ever make. He loved you before you even knew of him. Like, before the beginning of time, he formed you in your mother's womb. And um, the love and peace and joy that comes from him, it's something that, like, you won't find anywhere else. And at the end of the day, we can give this love story, but I also like to reiterate that, guys, we are sinners. And God is holy and just, and he just does not like sin. And that sin separates us. And so, because of Jesus, of course, being that bridge, that gap, and interceding and coming and dying for us and being raised on the third day, shedding his blood, Calvary, we are able to be redeemed because of that blood, because of, what he did for us on the cross, if we believe. And I know that's a hard thing for a lot of people, but we got to get ourselves together. Like, and you guys, I don't like to sugarcoat. I'm going to give it to you straight. I know some people, they follow whatever they follow, and maybe it's a trend, maybe it's whatever it is, but you don't want to gamble with your life like that. You just don't want to do that. Like, why? I don't that's one thing I don't get. People are so willing to take risks, Okay, so you're not a believer. All right, cool. Let's say something happens and you pass on. And let's say your theory was right. Nobody's on the other side, nothing's on the other side. When you pass, you just pass. Okay, cool. Boom. Right? Maybe I would have been wrong. But what if I'm not? What if we're not as believers? What if you pass and what we said was absolutely true, and there you are standing before your creator to give an account on everything that you've said, thought, and done in this physical form? Like, what would you say now? Would be in regret? The shoulda, coulda, wouldas? Like, y'all got to think about eternity. It is everlasting, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and forever, forever, ever, 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 forever, ever. I have to reiterate that over and over because I don't think people understand that once you're gone, you're gone, and wherever that eternal state is where you will be. And if you haven't accepted Christ, there is no way you can plead to God all day long. You have to come through His Son. It's just what it is. So we have to shake off the gummy bear, watered down gospel that people have been feeding us, and get down to business and really understand that we need a savior. We need rescuing. We need it. We are a broken people. We are a lost people. All of us on our way to hell in the handbag. I'm just saying, we are. We need them. We need them. And the sooner that you could acknowledge that, oh my goodness, I would love to see you at the wedding feast. Because we're going to be whining and dining. Unfortunately, a lot of the world will still be here, going through 7 years of tribulation. Why? I don't understand why people choose death when they can choose life. Accept the Lord. Seek Him while He may be found. Because that door is, I don't even think there's a crack in the door anymore. Like, you know, guys, come on. Like, I beg you, you know, John 3:16. Pick up a Bible, Google it. You don't even have to have one on hand. Everything is online. Look into it. See what we're talking about. Listen to the testimonies. He is he's real. He's forever present. He loves you. He knows every single uh, number of hair on your head. I mean, your fingerprints. There's just so many things around us that showcases a sovereign God, and I just wanted to like really stress that because soon enough we won't be here, and all that will be left are our recordings. And prayerfully, someone runs across this one day, and all I can say is just keep pushing, keep praying, keep sharing the gospel, letting other people's know. You know, people know if you have to go out with a bang and get martyred, you know what? It's all good because guess what? When you blink your eye, you will be with Christ. So it's like all in due time. But we wanna be, proactive, and we want to, really try to secure our salvation because we can't save ourselves. We don't even deserve it. Like, we just don't. So I thank God for mercy and grace. I really do. It's amazing. He loves us so much, despite of all the things that we do and we say, we think, how we treat other people. Um, we need His love. We need His forgiveness, and it's there. It is available, literally right now. If you don't know Him, talk to Him just like you would a friend, and say, "Listen, God, I don't know much about you, Jesus, but I, here I am. Talk to me. Reveal yourself. Show me. Give me a sense of belonging. I'm sorry. Please forgive me." And build on that relationship. Um, because guys, I'm telling you, you don't want to be here for what's coming. I like to kind of emphasize, last days um scenarios, because I mean, biblical text states it. And we're I'm a part of the body of Christ, and all of us are all singing the same tune. So I'm just wondering, come on world, wake up, you know, take your blindfolds off. We need you to listen. We need you to come on. Like, we don't want to see you behind. We don't want to see you left here. You know, the devil is busy. He's busy. Whether it's music, movies, clothes, just everything in between. God isn't pleased. He's not. So I just I pray for everybody listening to the sound of my voice that you get to know Jesus, because He is the way, the truth, and the life, and nobody will come to the Father if they do not go through Him. Because if you had a house and some stranger knocked at your door, you would not let them in if they said, "Oh, can I just stay here tonight? I just need somewhere to crash." You're like, I don't know you." But if your son or daughter, your niece or nephew, or somebody come that you know and trust, say, "Hey, here's my friend. Just can you please let them stay here tonight?" You'll go ahead and let them in, because you trust your family. You trust your son or daughter in their judgment. So because of Jesus and that grace, we're allowed to be redeemed, and we'll be able to stand before the Father. So I'm just I just plead with you guys. Again, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, the entire world, regardless of how corrupt we are, He still loved us in despite of. So just give your life to Him, turn it over to Him. It's the best thing you'll ever, 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 ever do, ever in life. I promise you. So you guys, be blessed, be safe, and I'll see you on the next video.